Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Martin. This is Lego Fan UK. Welcome back to another Monday Meet the Creators with my Lego idea sets. And this is today where I bring to you John, aka Popular YouTube, and he has designed a Frasier's apartment set and looking great. So just everyone say hi to John. How you doing, John? You all right?
You're good. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thanks for coming on. So today we're going to have a little chat just about your Frasier's apartment and your ideas and sort of what you thought, why you wanted to design this. So we'll start off by first of all saying it's actually a really good set. I've had a look at the pictures. There's a lot of detail in there, and obviously being his apartment, when you see the shows, there is so much detail. It's really, really good. So what was your thought process behind this? Why did you want to design a Fraser's apartment set?
Yeah, sure. I first watched Frasier around a couple years ago, and I just really fell in love with the apartment since it was such a unique piece. Like the layout was really intricate to that type of stuff for a room, and it had so much unique pieces of furniture and decoration that I thought would be pretty interesting to see in a Lego form. So it was a really nice challenge to build and try to recreate most realistically how the apartment actually looks.
Yeah, I'm saying it's a nice open set as well because you get some that kind of a bit enclosed, but you've got quite a bit of open space on there.
Yeah.
Isn't it? How many studs sort of wide is the maximum diameter for it?
Probably around maybe close to 75 bits, maybe a
Yeah.
bit more or less, but it has a general good room for a lot of posable for minifigures and a lot of different pieces of furniture, so it really has a lot of room for mobility
Yeah.
since it's a big apartment.
Yeah, so there's a lot in there. So what we'll do, we're gonna have a quick look at the details on this. So we're gonna start off with like the piano room. There's a lot of
Yeah.
details in the piano room. So do you want to work? Just tell us roughly, how you designed it, how you thought was going to be best to display it.
Yeah, well, I looked at a lot of weapons photos from the actual set and the TV show itself. It took a while to get the general concept down since I kind of the angle since it's on an angle.
Yeah,
But once I got the concept down, I pretty much went from there and figured out the different placements, like how big I need to build the piano, how big for the telescope, and I think it worked out pretty well for that general space. Since its piano is kind of big, when I first made a piano, I made it too big and it took up too
yeah,
much room. So I had to kind of cut it back in size, redo it, got a bit of a smaller model down. And once I got that set, I could then go from the rest of the decorations, like the tapestries behind it and the telescope to add it in pretty easily after that.
yeah. Because that's what you say is trying to get the scaling right because you want it to
Yeah,
be the right scale for a minifig, but you don't want it to be too small or too big. But obviously, looking at the pictures, it looks really good. It's a nice, like I say, nice scale to it. You can see you got some nice windows, which obviously look out of the apartment, and yeah, so that looks really cool. And it's all like I say, it's open planned, like it is in the show. So then it
yeah,
goes into the main sort of lounge area. Now, the lounge area is brilliant. It's it's almost spot on, isn't it, to the actual show? It looks
yes, yes.
really, really good. And you've got some really fun elements. Do you want to just discuss the elements that you got in there, like the chairs and the
Yeah.
fireplace?
So the chair actually custom designed the pattern on it, and so it fits Mon's chair. And actually, in an update I'm doing, I think coming up this week, I'm gonna actually put in some duct tape on it. Well, I'm
Okay.
gonna create like a duct tape and add in the program to make it look more authentic, like the chair. And
Yeah.
it took a while to position all the furniture correctly to make it really pop out and look exactly how it is. So once I got the general placement of that fall suede couch, I kinda built it up from there for the table, Mon's chair, TV, and then the rest of the chairs, and then the dining table back in that little corner. So that was a bit of a challenge to position all of them, but once I made the furniture pieces separate and then added it onto the build, later.
Yeah, and there's loads of detail even around the other side, isn't there? Near the kitchen area, you've got
Y
a lot of like those little micro figures
Yeah, yeah.
for like ornaments,
Mhm.
and so that works absolutely brilliant as well. And then, like I say, you've got a little kitchen in there as well.
Yeah, because since the kitchen's kinda built into where the shelf's at is a little doorway that goes in the kitchen. I couldn't do the full scale of the kitchen since it would kinda look real. I wanted the apartment to look like the smooth on the edges. So if I would've added on more into the kitchen, I could fit a lot more into it, but it would be, wonky and not, smooth. So I cutted the, little island in half so you still get the little, of stove there, and at least I put scrambled eggs on it.
Yeah,
A little frying pan, and then, there was some, cabinets above it with some glasses and, in it. So then I have the fridge. The fridge, since they have a black fridge with a bit of ball nail, it kind of was challenging to create that. But then I'm going through more design. So once I got the design down, I think it really looked well.
Yeah, it looks really good. Like I say, I'm just looking at it now, and I can see the little
Yeah.
the little egg that's been cracked open there. It looks really good. I love the way, like I say, it's all open plan. You can imagine having the sort of movie props, like some cameras and lights,
Yeah.
sort of looking into it. It's really good. And you've got a little balcony outside. Now with it, you've put in 5, technically 6 minifigs. So we've got Eddie, we've got Martin Crane, we've got Niles Crane, Frasier Crane, Daphne, Moon, and Roz Doyle. Now, I was looking at these minifigs the other day, and the one that stands out to me is Frasier Crane. I think that's brilliant. I love the hairpiece. It's really, really good. And Roz Doyle. Just looking at it, you can kind of almost tell that it is Roz. I think it's the style, and that is just really good. It's really fun little minifigs. Did you have to import like custom?
Yeah, for some of them I did. I had a lot of fun, first of all, creating the minifigures. I thought I was really fun trying to recreate them. But for Mon's shirt, the regular plaid striped shirt is actually a Lego piece, but the little chest area was yellow. But since Mon has a T-shirt, I had to make that white. So I kind of imported that torso into for Martin's. And the regular minifigures are all standard Lego, but I'm updating Eddie for the spots, which I had to do that a bit different way. So I'm gonna add that in my update coming, I think next week or this week, when I'll have time to finish it fully.
Yeah, so that's the Eddie, because obviously that's the standard sort of white little dog that we get, isn't it? And you've done one which actually makes it like the Jack Russell that is in the show. And you sent me a picture of that, and I've actually seen that. It's really good. It's nice just to add something like that, because it sort of makes it more authentic to what your design is and what you want to do. So I would assume this is all done on Studio.
I actually used Megabricks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I also used Studio. At first, I experimented with Studio, but then I kind of shifted towards Megabricks for the rendering, since I think that worked a bit better for me personally on how to build it, and just getting it had a lot options to render correctly, and so I think it turned out really good for that. And I also plan on doing more minifigures like BB, King Winston. I did in an update. I did Freddy and Lilith too. So.
Yeah. Is that so? On your update, when you hit 1,000, you've got the radio booth as well, haven't you? Is that something you could incorporate with the set, or is it just a little bit of fun just to add your support?
A bit of both. It was a fun thing to do, since like I know I kind of think Frasier has, but aside from this apartment, but maybe like there's somewhere you can do with apartments, but maybe scale it down a bit, and a mini radio station, and then something like that. I think that may work too, but it was basically for fun. But
yeah, like I say, it looks really good. These sort of updates is what I think is really good on the Lego Ideas pages, when you've got someone with a good idea, and then this gets added in as a sort of, I've hit a 500, I've hit 1,000, and then obviously hopefully you'll have something as well when you hit 5,000, or even 1,500 or 2,000. You can say, right, this is my next little update. Yeah, it's really good. It just adds to it, doesn't it? So with your actual set, how many pieces roughly do you think you've got for it?
About 3,000, but a lot of pieces I could probably scale down a bit. Like for the floor, it was like plates mainly. I probably could somehow scale it down so it'd be more less pieces for that.
And so that's the hardest thing, isn't it? Because let's say with 3,000 pieces, it sounds like a lot to play with, but when you're adding in a lot of like floor tiles that go over, because you want a nice smooth finish.
Yeah, that
definitely takes up a lot of space, of a lot of pieces. So yeah, I really like the design. I think it's really good. Guys, just as well while you're here, in the description below there will be a link to this idea, so just head over and give it a support, because it's a really good idea. I love this little set. Is there anything else in the pipeline that have you got any more updates you're thinking of putting into it?
Yeah, I think about for 5,000, I'm going to do a mini Capo Nervosa set. So I think that would turn out pretty good and add to the radio booth and the apartment theme, just so no place visual always visits the most seen location. So probably gonna add that in. And as I said before, my update I have, I'm going to do a bit more, add more stuff to the apartments. Like I think there was one statue I had that I left out. It was like a little podium with this mask on it. I'm probably gonna add that in. I'm going to add the Eddie in. the updated Martin's Trail, and I'm still going to do more rework. I may try and do something else with the kitchen to give it more life to it, since right now it's a bit non-decorated. So I'm probably going to try and do something with that.
Yeah, I'm saying the main draw is the actual main, sort of like lounge area, because that is where you see most of the things going on in the show, and it's really good. So they've had did they do 11 seasons or 11 seasons of Frasier, and I believe you've got two hairpieces as well, haven't you, on the Frasier minifigure? Is that something that you'd like included so you can swap them out and hairstyles?
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty a good thing to have, since some people like him with longer hair, shorter hair. I think in the first couple of seasons, maybe first season, he had a longer hair from he still had from Chills, but then he shortened it. So I include both hair pieces. I think works well with him. So it's basically up to if this becomes a set, whoever wants to see what Frasier makes his hairstyle better, they can change it like that.
Yeah, because I say it's only one piece as well, isn't it? So it's quite easy just to go one extra little bit in there. And with Martin Crane, have you got a little walking stick for him, or is that not something that's
yeah, I forgot to mention that. I actually just created that a couple of days ago. I'm gonna add in the update. I have it's the cane with that Wani gave him. It's an all brown like slick cane. I tried doing the more standard one you see with 4 legs at the bottom, but it kind of looked a bit too weird, and you can't hold it if it was a minifigure. But I actually found out I used a Lego piece, table piece, and then the Riddler's cane stick. I put that together, and it works really well as a nice cane. So I'm going to include that update with Eddie too.
That'd be a good thing as well. Like say, you can update Lego ideas quite a lot. It's really good. It's a nice design. There's a lot of these sort of studio designs out at the moment. We've had the Lego Friends set. We've had, is it Seinfeld? That's just been approved. I love Frasier. I love watching this program. It's a really good one. It's and obviously Kelsey Grammer is brilliant. I love him anyway. He's really good. So it's definitely a good program. I love the program. If people have been watching it, they'll automatically recognise. If you didn't even have the minifigs in there and you just had the set piece, I think people recognise straight away what it is, because everyone knows that watches it. You've got the piano to one side. You've got obviously his lazy boy chair with his TV, and it's really good.
And probably just Martin Shields itself.
Yeah, that's it. Did it take you long to design it? Did you spend more time sort of planning it, or did you just get straight into studio and just hit it?
I spent a bit of time planning it. I looked at a lot of reference photos. That probably was the most part. But once I got into it, I went through a couple of designs. Like one, I actually built the kitchen area too close to the living room, so I had to move that back, and it went through initial design phase. But then once I got really flown into it, it worked out really well, and I kind of got the build itself done in a day, but then kept adding to it. The longest thing though was getting the window settings correctly to make it really look better.
Yeah, and like I say, you're using Mecha Blocks for the rendering.
Yes, Mecha Bricks.
Mecha Blocks. That's a brand, isn't it? So I've never used that site. I've never seen it. Is it a lot easier to manipulate how you want a photo to look? So obviously, when you've got the one with the piano, it's a lot easier to move it in there than it would be in studio.
Yes, it's really easy. I really like this feature. It's basically you have camera set to I think your mouse or first person. So wherever you're at, like you're looking at, like you can scroll in, click set camera, and wherever that you see on the screen is set right there. So it's really easy to navigate around and to really work with the camera. So it's basically wherever you look in the program, you can take a picture of it, you can zoom in, zoom out, make it how big you want. So that was really helpful. I really like that tool.
That's really good, yeah, because I've played a little bit with Studio, not too much. I kind of do a bit here and there, but yeah, like I say, doing that is a lot easier, because in Studio you do that, you have to zoom in really far, and you lose everything, and you can't get into the angles you want. Whereas, but now I understand how that works. That program, it seems quite good that you can, like I say, get to wherever you put your cursor. You can have sort of 360 and turn around, and it's really, really good. It's definitely a good way of doing it. So, how long have you had the idea up on ideas?
Since June 2nd this year.
Okay.
So it's been about up for 3 months.
Yeah. Today. And it's doing pretty well. We're on, as of right now, we're on 1,301, and you've got 517 days left. So plenty of time. But the next, when is the next sort of refreshment of days? Is it when you get to 5,000?
5,000 is the next one where I get 162 days, I believe.
Yeah.
Add on to whatever days I have now to get to 10,000.
Yeah, so that's what we need. We need to basically get to your 5,000 as quick as you can.
Yes.
So it gives you more days. They add the extra bits on. So I think in total, is it 2 years in total? Or
Yeah, it's about 2 years.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yeah, and hopefully, guys, while you're on here as well, don't forget, remember, click down there.
Thank you.
Support it. There's so many little bits of details in there, like even just the balcony. It's quite a fun little addition. There's sort of on there, so you can display it how you want. And on the balcony, you can obviously see the telescope sort of behind the window. So there's just little bits like that. It's really good. And if you've got the Friends sets or anything like that, you know, I can imagine you could have like a whole display of all different TV shows. I think it's gonna be absolutely brilliant. So
that'd be pretty cool.
It's definitely one to keep an eye on. As I'm on here, I'm on the one with the balcony, and I just realised you've used the skeleton hands to hold the balcony. That's really clever. I just noticed that, and yeah. Oh, is it the feet? It's the feet, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Skeleton feet.
It took a while for me to get that design down, since his is actually on the vertical line, and I kind of curved it, but it was would have been pretty hard to get on a triangle shape for the balcony. But I think the one I created worked out a bit. So I think the skeleton feet really helped to connect the balls together, so it looks like a railing.
We need to get this supported, guys. It's actually brilliant. Don't forget, also, I'm on Instagram, so check out Lego Fan UK Instagram. I'll be updating when the video is up and any updates. I'll be supporting you through there as well. Just keep trying to get support up for you. But it's been really nice chatting to you.
You too. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hopefully it's not too early. You got the rest of the day to enjoy. Now, you know, chill out.
Yeah, I'm usually awake at this time anyway. Wake up about 6. So
yeah, so I'm usually up 6 or 5, taking dogs out, and we'll keep us all busy. But yeah, I want to say thank you for coming along.
Thank you very much for having me.
Been a pleasure. Hopefully, like I say, we'll get you some support up. Click the links, guys. There's links below. Get that done, and also subscribe to the channel as well. Help me grow as well as everyone else. But thank you for watching, and take care of yourselves. See you later, guys. Bye.